Life is full of little mysteries. How long is a piece of string? What did come first, the chicken or the egg? And how many scientists does it take to send a postcard? Our 4 pioneering scientists are Ellen Macaulay, an intrepid go-anywhere botanist with a love of all things wild. Mike Bullivant, a chemistry wizard with a wicked sense of humour. Jonathan Hare, the do-it-all inventor, physicist and engineer. And Hermione Coburn, an earth scientist and explorer who never gives up. Their base is an abandoned mining mill way up in the mountains of Colorado. This is high-altitude, rough science. Oh, I'm going to miss this old place. Home for the past few weeks, and all too soon we're going to have to pack up and leave it. Wouldn't it be lovely to take home a memento, a picture of this old mill created by the rough science team and sent to me using only natural resources and their collective wits? Lovely? Yes. Possible? Who knows? Right then, your challenge this week is to create a permanent reminder of this lovely building. Something that we can take home.
Okay. Well, I don't know, this is maybe a long shot, but if I can find some good silver ore, Mikey, couldn't we use that as the basis of photography?
Silver salt's the basis of photography, we'd do that.
Could you use the rock that we got from the mine last week?
I'd have to have a look. I mean, probably need to get a bit more of it.
Right.
But I'll have a look and see exactly what minerals are in it.
OK, so if you can extract silver, you reckon you can make a photograph?
We'll try.
Yeah.
OK.
And we built some sort of basic camera as well.
OK, OK. What would be really nice is if that could be sent to me in some way.
By balloon?
That would do.
Balloon, hydrogen balloon, that'd be great.
We could do that.
Make a hydrogen balloon.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Send it airmail. Yeah. Fantastic. Good, OK, well, you've got 3 days, and I look forward to my special delivery with bated breath. As usual, our team can use anything they find in the abandoned mill and the surrounding countryside. In a previous challenge, Hermione and the team collected rock from an old mine. They're hoping this rock contains minerals rich in silver, silver ore.
Really Look sparkling. At that! Well, it's all very sparkly.
How's it looking?
Well, there's a specific mineral from this area that I know is going to have a high silver content called tetrahedrite.
Right.
And I can't find it in this particular rock. Right. I mean, there are some other minerals in here that might have silver in them, but I think it's worth going out and looking for this particular one.
So why is this silver so important? I don't understand the correlation between silver and trying to take a photograph.
Well, certain silver compounds are light sensitive.
Right.
So they react with light to form dark silver images. It was the basis of early photography.
So it's those that kind of capture the image, if
That's
you like.
right, exactly, yeah. So I need to make a compound called silver nitrate.
Right.
And for that, I need you to go out and collect some horse manure.
Good, I'm glad I got up this morning. So you're going out to find silver, I'm going out to get poo, and you're doing what? According to Mike, the first step in producing silver nitrate is to make potassium nitrate. Just my luck, it's naturally found in horse dung. Fortunately, this being cowboy country, you're never too far from a ranch. One wheelbarrow load of well-rotted horse poo. For the chemist, this better be a good photo. On the other side of the mountain, Hermione's hunting for silver-rich tetrahedrite.
Now, this is what remains of one of the old silver mines in the area. And the miners would have been working on the mineral veins that you can see coming down the cliff face there. And this whole pile of debris in front is basically their leftovers. What I'm hoping, though, is that there still should be some of this silver-bearing mineral, the tetrahedrite, in their pile of waste. So I've just got to go and have a look. I don't know why I picked that up.
I think the miners found
isn't enough. The next lot you can get for yourself.
Right, well done.
It's old.
Yeah.
It's from last year and I dug deep. So hopefully it'll do the trick. What needs to be done with it now?
All I need to do is drop some of this in here. This is just boiling water.
Right.
And the chemical that we want, the potassium nitrate, which
Yeah.
dissolve in the water.
Yeah.
So I just filter off anything that doesn't dissolve.
Wow, and it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
Mike's busy extracting potassium nitrate and hopefully Hermione will find silver. But they're still a long way from making their silver nitrate. Ellen and Jonathan are making a hydrogen balloon to deliver the photograph to me. But to predict its path, they'll need to know which direction the wind's blowing. So Ellen's rustling up a windsock. They'll also need to measure the wind's speed, which will take a little more work.
I've taken this little motor out of a fan, and instead of using batteries to generate an electric current, I'm going to use the wind. So when the wind is blowing very slowly, it generates just a little bit of electric current. When the wind is blowing really hard, it generates a whole lot more.
While Ellen's finishing off her wind speedometer, Jonathan's trying to make hydrogen by reacting homemade acid with metal.
Some metals are more reactive than others, but some metals like copper we've got plenty of. So, you know, it'd be great if it works with copper, but I have a feeling it probably won't.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the metal into this container, and then with these sort of pipes and bungs, I can add the acid to the metal,
Yeah.
block this off here so
Yeah.
we don't lose any of the gas. And the gas will bubble over on the tube.
Yeah.
And I've got just some water in here, because hydrogen's invisible. You can't see it, but you'll see the bubbles in the gas.
Okay.
And then we can try and collect the gas with a test tube.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got some dilute acid here. We better
Okay.
wear our specs for that.
There you go.
This is nasty stuff to get in the eyes. So I put that in there, and it should hopefully run into
trickling
there.
in, yeah.
So there's nothing happening. So that's no good at all. And we can try some of the iron nails.
Do you want me to drop them in?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter mixing it with the copper?
No, because I think, you know, we've seen that the copper isn't reactive enough.
Okay. Is that...
Anything at all?
Doesn't look like it. There's nothing happening this end. Hermione's persevering on her hunt for the elusive silver ore.
Well, this is definitely little deposits of tetrahedrite. So there's some really nice little bits here that I could get out. I think I could probably still find some better bits though.
Back at the mill, we're still trying to produce hydrogen. Okay, what's this one here?
That's a bit of the roofing material that I found around the corner.
No wonder it got so many leaks.
It was sort of hanging off. And I think it might be zinc, mostly zinc.
Okay.
So that's definitely more reactive than copper or iron.
Okay, well, should we try this?
Yep. Okay. Aha! That's good, look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's fizzing already. Oh, yes, straight away there were some bubbles.
Lovely, look at that.
But have we got hydrogen? So that little squeak was absolutely the hydrogen exploding.
That's nice. But if you do that in bigger quantities, you can get an enormous bang. So, I mean, this is luckily, it's just a small amount.
Mike is cooking up a stink. It hasn't been as simple as he thought.
I've just spent the last 6 hours, 6 hours, adding horse manure to boiling water and dissolving up any potassium nitrate that's in there. But the problem is, when I take off this, top of this, the water containing the potassium nitrate, and pass it through a filter like this to remove any undissolved material, I end up with this. It's got all kinds of particulate matter in there that's passed through the horse. Can't get it any cleaner than that. So I've decided I'm going to go with that, but we just won't be able to get the potassium nitrate as a nice white crystalline compound, which I'd hoped. Ho hum. We've still got a few hours daylight. I think I might be here for another few hours yet, because I've only got through about a third of a wheelbarrow of horse manure.
Ellen's finished her wind speedometer and she's measuring how much electricity it produces when travelling at different speeds.
Just hope this machine doesn't fall apart.
Once it's calibrated, she can work out how fast the balloon will fly on challenge day.
So you happy?
Yeah, now I just need to go graph this out.
Okay, fine. Well, I shall turn round and take you back to the mill.
It's the end of the first day and the team have a long way to go. Jonathan and Ellen have the means to make hydrogen and measure wind speed, but there's no sign of a balloon yet. Hermione and Mike say they're going to take a photograph, but a handful of sparkly rocks and a few buckets of liquid manure don't exactly inspire confidence.
First you take a wheelbarrow full of horse manure and you spend 8 hours boiling it up in water just to get a minuscule amount of potassium nitrate, which is the first step on the way to our photosensitive compound.
I'm thinking about scaling up the challenge, and that's a bit of an unknown. I don't know quite how much to scale it up by. So there's lots of unknowns and lots of things that need to be tackled on day 2.
It's the beginning of day 2 and the team is busy working.
You're away all day.
All day. Not as easy as you think, but
Is it positive?
very positive. This is the tetrahedrite. This is a fabulous sample, all this grey through here.
And that's the stuff we want for the silver.
That's the mineral
compound,
that should contain silver. But here, this more sparkly, sort of cubic-looking one, that's galena, that's the lead mineral.
We don't want that.
I think I'll just go through each one and just take the sort of centre of what I'm absolutely sure about.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping is that because of where I got it from, which was a silver mine, that it could be up to 10, maybe even up to 30% silver.
It could be 0.
It could be 0.
Oh, well.
Okay, well that's
It's just the lead that I think is a problem.
Well, I'll go off and be very careful. I promise. I'll do my best.
All right. Well, I did my best yesterday. Look what happened.
Yeah, I know.
In a nearby valley, Ellen's surveying the site of tomorrow's challenge.
This looks like a fabulous place to test our balloons. Kate can go as far as she wants, and we'll just send it to her. Let's see what the wind's doing. Okay, windsock direction. Okay, so right now it's going right down the valley. How fast is it? Okay, the wind's a little gusty. All right, that's reading 20. So if I look at my current, 20 is 6 meters per second. So that means we could go 200 meters in about 35 seconds. Oh, and then it dies. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that.
Mike thinks he's made potassium nitrate, the first stage on the way to making silver nitrate. To be sure, he's preparing a simple test, while Hermione's carefully extracting the silver ore out of her rocks.
So, Mike, are you telling me that this filthy disc of filter paper is the result of a late night's work yesterday?
And the horse's digestive system too. Yeah. But it should be impregnated with potassium nitrate that we extracted from the manure. That's the chemical we wanted.
If it is impregnated by potassium nitrate, how can you tell?
Let's set fire to it.
Okay.
What should happen is it should go like the blue touch paper on a firework.
Right. Oh, so it'll crackle slightly.
It'll crackle and fizz. We might be able to hear it fizz, but
Okay.
remember we're dealing with...
Oh, it is crackling and fizzing.
See.
I'm amazed.
So I'm confident we've got some potassium nitrate from that manure.
Brilliant. So that's stage number 1. Tick, complete, success. Can I go now? Because it's quite smelly. Thanks, Mike.
Ah, the sweet smell of success. The first stage may be over, but unfortunately, potassium nitrate won't react directly with silver ore. So, an extra chemical stage is needed. Mike now has to convert this potassium nitrate into nitric acid.